So what does probate mean? Well, folks, in order to understand what probate means, first of all, we should discuss what the probate and family court does. Now, every county in general will have a probate and family court. And on the family law side of the court, issues like divorce, child custody, child support, support of spouses, issues like that are usually addressed in the family court side of the probate and family court. On the probate side of things, typically the issues that are addressed there are when someone passes away and there's an estate involved and loved ones approach the court and they want to probate the estate of a loved one. Now, there are other types of issues that are handled there or matters that are handled there. And so in order to fully discuss these things, allow me to just discuss by example some of the things that I do on the probate side of things. Now, as I just mentioned, on the probate side, if someone passes away, then usually the family member or friends will approach me and want to probate the estate of a loved one. Now, when it comes to that, either the person passes away testate or intestate. When a person passes away testate, that means that they pass away with a will. And so what will happen most frequently is that will be presented to the court. The original will be presented to the court with a petition and other supporting documents, and that will be allowed. It will be introduced and allowed by the court so that the estate may be administered the way the decedent, the person who passed away, the loved one, wanted it to go. And when somebody passes away intestate, that means they pass away without a will. And in this instance, the laws of intestacy of every state will designate the way a person's assets will be distributed to their loved ones. Now, I have included some links below for further information on that, just short videos that are meant to be informational so that they basically explain what that's all about. Now, when a petition is introduced, whether the person has a will or not, when a petition is introduced to the probate court for the probate of an estate, in general, what I say is if the family and friends are getting along and there's not going to be any discrepancies or any conflicts between the individuals involved, then you can file the petition informally. And what an informal petition will do will allow the court to appoint a magistrate instead of a judge to make the decisions on behalf of the estate. And usually there are no hearings necessary in this instance, and a lot of the approvals can be done administratively. Now, if the family is not getting along and there's conflict with the individuals involved, then the petition is going to be filed formally. And in this instance, there's a piece of paper that's issued by the court called a citation, which must be served on everybody to give everybody the chance to object or to be heard by the court. And there is a judge appointed to the case, and usually there's hearings that follow until the matters are resolved. So I have also included some links below to discuss that issue. Now, that's just one facet of the probate side of the court. Now, if the person's still alive and they need help and the loved ones or friends approach the court because an individual needs help and they don't have any estate planning documents that have been executed, that would be the power of attorney or the healthcare proxy, then family and friends can approach a court for a guardianship. Now, the guardianship also will run through the probate side of the court, and that is also in the form of a petition. And the friends and family will approach the court and say, this individual needs help with their person, with the care of their person, or needs help with an application for Medicaid or Mass Health. And in order to do so, in order to have that authority without a power of attorney involved, or healthcare proxy, the family and friends can ask the court for an order allowing them to act on behalf of their loved one. Now, also, usually related to this, the family and friends can petition the court for a conservatorship over an individual. Now with the conservatorship, this typically has to do with money, the assets of the individual, while the individual is still alive. And once again, the family and friends are going to approach the court with a petition. They're going to submit what the estimate of the estate is valued at. And the court will then, so long as there's no issues, so long as there's no conflict, will then issue an order allowing the friends and family to act on behalf of the loved one with respect to their assets, their money, their accounts, their real estate. And it will, most cases, allow those folks to establish an estate plan on behalf of that individual. So that is basically what the probate side of the court will do from my end, from what I see in my everyday practice. Now make sure that you subscribe in the lower right-hand corner. I also included some links below for some further information, further definition. And you'll also see some other videos appearing here, which you can watch, which will give you some more information concerning the probate court. Dave Ceruolo, CeruoloLaw.com.